frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Good health to you.
Where are you hiding Ginger?
What?
Don't try that one on me. I know he's friends with you and your brother. I need to talk to him about the massacre at the stud farm. He's the only witness.
All right. I'll tell you. But first, you have to deal with those two bandits who've been asking about him.
All right, I'll deal with them.
I'm glad to hear it. I'd say they're somewhere between here and our neighbors upstream. There's a place there where poachers used to meet before we came here, but it's abandoned now. The path to it leads straight from the stream. Try looking around there.
All right, I'll have a look there. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Want to earn a bit of coin? Then it's safe as houses.
Good day.
Now, show what you're made of. You're dead. Take that. I'll slaughter you. Here, bugger! Ow.
Is that the best you can do?
Must be here somewhere. Is that all you've got? You'll get one for him. Come here, mother! I'll get you, you swine!
Jesus Christ.
Where?
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Greetings, my good man. May I ask you a question?
Ask first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then. We're looking for Ginger, a stable boy at a nearby stud farm. Have you seen him anywhere?
I was just about to ask you two the same thing. I'm looking for him too.
Then it's a pity neither of us have found him yet.
Thank heavens I've found you, though. I imagine you two might be able to tell me something about Neuhoff.
I see. Well, we can give you a little demonstration of what happened there.
You blood get what? Spirit. You. Is that all?
God be with you. Take care now.
What?
Greetings, my good man. May I ask you a question?
Ask first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then. We're looking for Ginger, a stable boy at a nearby stud farm. Have you seen him anywhere?
I don't know anyone called that. I'm not even from this part of the country.
What a shame. We're worried about him, but we can't seem to find him.
Truly, I haven't seen him. If I were you, I'd ask the charcoal burners.
Oh, definitely. Thank you for your advice.
I reckon we should never have taken those idiots along. Well, I never. Who's there? Who's there? Mother of God! Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! Raise the alarm!
Oh dear, did that
Watch
hurt?
out! Alarm!
You're dead.
You call that confidence? Here!
Hey, who's there? What was that?
Your end.
What are you doing? Ow. Well, look what's come crawling out from under.
Myris,
Where are you hiding? Don't try. Then you can take me there now.
I'm glad.
If you...
God be with you.
Jesus. Right, one thing at a time. Why did you... I'm What can you tell me about him? How...
I saw him a few times in the tavern.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village.
Why did you... This is you...
That...
What fellow?
I don't know him.
He limps and he's...
It's all I...
And now tell me and don't... Don't worry.
Oh,
Then...
No.
And then? So you stop...
No.
And then?
Then...
What about the other?
I...
That's all. I've heard everything I need.
Wait! I'd like to go...
It's all over with them. You've, nothing more to fear.
Really? God bless you! But there's just one thing.
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
Just try, and you'll see whether they drive you away or not. But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for your help, and God bless you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God bless you. What troubles you?
My lord, I managed to find
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening.
the whole story, or just...
It's up to you what you consider.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger...
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and... I'm going to our encampment at Merhire to...
Yes, sir.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Are we agreed?
You're a right pinch purse.
What do you say to this?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it. Agreed. Now, listen up. Farewell.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Agree?
That's a poor offer.
Satisfied?
That's not enough. Sorry, but I'm not going to teach you for that price. Take care now.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God be with you.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Aye, there could be something for you. You're the blacksmith's son from Scarlet's, ain't you? The bailiff here could probably use you. He's got some jobs for the Scarlet's refugees, but he's not sure who's good for what. He was moaning about it here yesterday. And that's not all. It might not be to your liking, though, on account of it's the executioner who's looking for someone. At least that's what I've heard. Of course, folk here don't want to have anything to do with him. Only the more they avoid him, the more they gossip about him.
Good day to you. What do you need? May the Lord watch over you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
What about this?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Good health to you. Farewell.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
What about this?
Less.
You're flaying me here.
We are getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
Very well, I agree.
I could die of shame to be reduced to begging. And what am I to do, good folk? Scarlet lies in ruins.
Good afternoon.
Goodbye.
Water! Good Christians, don't leave me to die. Give me a drink.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What's life like?
Life is good.
Give me something to drink.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good health to you.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs.
Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to...
How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you even go hunting with Lord Capon.
I've been once. And I don't think it'll be happening again anytime soon.
Ah, it's a shame. Because I was going to ask a favor of you. I'm sure you know there's a lot of hungry mouths here, so I thought you might be able to help.
I don't know. I'm not such a great hunter that I could feed all the refugees.
No, that's not what I meant. It's the townspeople here who have a taste for game. They want to live like the nobility, see? A few of the burghers have been to see me already, to ask if we'd try our luck in the woods. They promised us supplies in exchange. Flour, lard, eggs, and the like. But we can't afford to take the risk of poaching. We're barely tolerated as it is. If one of ours got caught in the woods, they'd hang him from the nearest tree. But I was thinking, you You're in Sir Radzig's garrison, and you go hunting with Sir Hans. You could help us.
Well, I got away with brawling with Lord Capon, so I don't suppose they'll string me up for a few hares.
Great, Henry. I really appreciate it. The local tailor was asking me about getting some hares to put on a feast for a visiting merchant.
All right, I'll bring you something.
Thank you. You'll be saving us from starvation. Take care now.
So what are we to do with you, Henry?
What's that dog you have here? He looks familiar.
Don't you remember him? It's Mart, the butcher's dog from Skalitz.
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury my parents, he was guarding his master's dead body. A faithful dog. How come he's here?
When we carted you here, we took Mutt along too. He's been hanging around the mill ever since.
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death then? What does the miller have to say about it?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that he'll skin him.
Jesus.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it, but it didn't change his mind.
I could have a word with him.
That would be a waste of time.
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own, and I'm just not strict enough.
Ah, spoiled then.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands. But he's well able to beg for a piece of meat.
How long has he been with you?
More or less since we came here. He runs off now and again, but he always comes back. Sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
So he's doing quite well then?
Yeah. I'd keep him, but he reminds me too much of Tinker. You know, I don't want to think about Skalitz. So I thought maybe you might take him with you?
Me?
I'm sure the two of you would get on great. He's a handsome fella and lovable. I'd be very happy if you had him.
But we never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come on. He's got no one.
All right. I'll take him. He can keep me company on my travels.
Thanks, Henry. Go and get him then. He's sniffing around somewhere here.
Hey, Mutts. Remember me? From Skalitz, remember? You want to go with me? Come on then. We'll get on like a house on fire. Follow me. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. There's the good doggy. That's my boy.